In this video, I'm going to run through what's called a case statement or a switch statement. I'm basically going to continue on with the structured text, and I'm basically going to build a program, right, where a value changes. So a value can change, an integer can change from 1, 2, 3, 4. And essentially what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take some relays here, and I'm going to effectively turn some of them on and off based upon a value being given 1, 2, 3, or 4. So case statements are, without question, they're probably some of the most important. They form the backbone of state machines inside of control logic for me. Anyway, so this is some logic here from the previous from what was done previously. So I'm going to open up my SCL test again. I'm after deleting that there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a case statement. Right, so I'll put in the case statement structure here, and I'll come back to this just in a moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my SCL test DB, and I'm going to create an integer. So I'm going to, as soon as he just loads in, we'll go and we'll insert one. Oh yeah, actually, just move him up here. It doesn't matter. Right, so I'm just going to put case int is going to be the name of it, underscore SCL, okay. And here I'm gonna, he'll be a type int, so that's perfect. So I'll just compile him, and then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my SCL, and I'm going to put my integer in there, okay. So his name was actually, sorry, I need to go to the DB name again, SCL underscore test DB dot, and it was case int SCL. Perfect. Okay, so essentially what we're seeing here is that so I'll just put down the int is 1, and then we have, let's just say the int is 2. Okay, so essentially this is kind of where he's either 1 or he's 2. I'm going to put down, then again, we'll copy this line here, just one moment, and we'll put down he's 3. Okay, so we're going to put some kind of logic inside here, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create some new outputs, okay? So I'm going to assign values to these relays right here, which are on the actual output card. So I'm going to go into my default tag table, and I'm going to put give him a name, case relay 1, and he's a bool. And where is he? He is an output, and I just happen to know that, say I have one there, he's 1.1. okay, and then I'm going to have exactly the same down here. I'm going to create 3 of them, and there we go. Okay, so he's in the project right now. And then we're going to go back to our SCL, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn on. So I'm going to go and take this guy here, case relay 1. He is assigned the value of true. Okay, and basically then what we're going to do is we're going to do inside here, it's going to be case relay 2, and he's going to be true as well. And then we will go down here and we will go case relay 3 is assigned a value of true as well. Okay, so that's the way we see it here. The else, let's just basically get rid of him right now. This is for any other value if he's anything else other than 1, 2, or 3. Okay, and maybe what we'll do here, right, is, yeah, maybe we will fill something in here. So what we'll do is we'll go case, and we'll put him down as being false. Okay, kind of like a cleanup exercise, right? And we'll just go copy down here, and there we go. Okay, so essentially we'll just make him false, make him false. There we go. Okay, so this means that we're going to have some kind of logic that's kind of running here right now, right? And we can come back and we can kind of play around with this in a moment. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to compile it. Perfect, and we'll just do a download to our PLC. And essentially what we'll do is we'll go onto the DB. So we'll go online. Perfect. And what we'll do is we will have this guy here in the background. Now he's going to go on and off. I'm going to have to move him back and forth. Essentially it'll be quite difficult to keep him on top. But I'll maybe what I can do there is I can put him like that. Then what I'll do is I'll put the camera over here, and what we'll do is we'll just stretch him out as much as we can. And I'm going to go on to the DB, and I'm going to go online there. And let's start putting values into our integer. Okay, so I'm going to give him a value of 1. And you'll see that the first relay came on. And if we go into the SCL, into the case statement, if we were to run him, what we would actually see is that relay 1 came on. Okay, so we'll go back. Now let's give him a value of 2. And you can see the second relay came on. Let's give him a value of 3. And the third relay came on. Now these could represent valves, for example, you know what I mean, to open and close or whichever. Now let's give him a value that's outside of the norm. So this is effectively the else right here. So anything else other than 1, 2, or 3, then he'll go off and he'll do something else. So we'll click on him there, give him a value of 5. And you can see that they all came off except for 1. Did I make a mistake in it? Oh, I put relay 2 down twice by accident, yeah. So what we'll do there is we'll go offline. Okay, so I'm going to put down number 3. That's right, so that was my mistake. Now we can play around with logic just by calling a number. Say, for example, let's do something here like we'll make number 2 go false. And we'll make number 3 go false. Then maybe what we'll do is we'll have something here, and this is a very good analogy here, where what we'll do is we'll make this guy false, but then we'll make these guys true, and we can kind of jump back and forth just by specifying a number. So it's a very handy way to do things. So I'll just compile him again. And then we'll do a download again, just on the changes of logic that we have to that guy FC2. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go online. And here's our logic again. So when we put 1, the first relay will come on, but the other 2 will stay off. And then if we do the other item, the opposite will actually occur. Okay, so we'll go online today to the variable again. Well, let's put in 1. We see that the first relay has come on that we were using. Let's put in number 2. And there you see that the second relays came on. What did I do? Did I make a mistake in the logic again? I did again. That was supposed to say number 1. I'm really messing up here. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yeah. And let's turn them all to true. So let's just take these here. Copy. So I'm messing up on the logic, unfortunately. I apologize. And I'm doing this live. Yeah, so that is the way it goes. Yeah, and they're all fixed now. Okay, I'm going to go offline. I'm going to compile again, and then I'm going to talk my way through it again then. So I've compiled it. I'm going to download again, overwrite that guy again. There we go. Now I'm going to go online again. Okay, so I'm going to go online with this value here. I'm going to give him a value of 0 first, so he's in his else. So they all turn off. Okay, so it's neither 1, 2, or 3. They're all turned off. I haven't messed it up anymore. No, there's no double in a row or anything like that. So we're going to put down number 2. So the second relay should come on. The second 2 relays came on. I'm going to give it number 1. So this guy right here should come on and they should both go off. And that's exactly what happened. And then we're going to number 3. And number 3 should turn them all on. And he did. Number 3 turned them all on. And then I'll just give it any value other than 1, 2, or 3. If I can click into them. Put down number 4. They should all turn off. Okay, so that's an example there of the case statement where you basically use an integer to drive logic. And of course, this is just a small piece of logic here, but it's a fantastic item whereby you can very, very quickly run through complex logic, you know, for many devices very, very quickly. And this is a way that I like to run state machines, bodies of logic that get called based upon stating where the actual system is, and it's condensed. You know, you would have to write an awful lot of FBD or ladder in many cases to get the same type of effect, you know, kind of going on where you're calling out the subroutines and so on. Okay, thank you very much.